Good morning. This is Tatiana from GNM News, and I'm here with Cristhian Zito, head of Playson LatAm. And Cristhian, I have a few questions for you. What are the main challenges international suppliers face when entering such a dynamic, newly regulated market as Brazil? What about other emerging markets of the region?
So the biggest challenge for international suppliers like Playson in Brazil is actually keeping up with how fast the regulation evolves. Things are changing very often, as we can see the latest changes in Brazil. So you really need to have a solid compliance team that have a very good processes, so we can always keep up with the changes and deliver things on time. And this is what we are trying to do to find the right balance. The second challenge, I would say, is localization. Players in Brazil have very specific preferences, like the visuals, the pacing, the volatility. So we are really handpicking the portfolio. And finally, what we are doing is building trust with operators. Brazil is growing very fast, but business here in Latin America is very relationship driven. People comes first, and they really want to work with partners who are present, they can trust, and they understand the local culture. And in regards to the other question for emerging Latin markets, I think the challenges are similar. We can see a lot of changes in Colombia and Peru, for example, with the new taxation. So we are always trying to adapt, and your success really depends on the strong partnerships you have in the local approach.
And how product range of an international supplier has to be modified to adapt to local regulations. Have you experienced a shift in regulation which allows for a wider product range?
So adapting the product offering is really crucial, especially in markets like Brazil. A great example about that is our Power Chance game series, which we recently got the approval for in Brazil. It's a very exciting product and it requires a very high traffic. So before launching it, we really need to take care of which customer is going to launch this because they need to be able to support it. So at the moment, we are not rushing to release this product because we are only going to launch once we are sure that the experience is going to be strong for both of us. And across all markets, we always adapt our approach. We handpick the portfolio that they can match the local regulations, but it's also about what the partner needs. We give them the games they need and their players need. So Playson is focusing always on delivering very high quality content. And what we make sure is that every release performs from day one. We want all the new releases to be in the top. We are focusing more on quality rather than quantity.
How would you describe the iGaming community of the Latin America region and its attitude towards new players on the market?
So it's great. I would say that the Latin American gaming community is very welcoming, but is also very demanding. Operators here are open to new suppliers, but as long as you bring real value, not just another generic portfolio. And what I really love about this region is that people appreciate close collaboration. They want the partners to listen, to adapt, and they move fast as well. And at the same time, they're expecting results. So if the product performs, like Playson is already performing in Brazil, they're going to support you strongly. And if it doesn't, they're going to tell you straight away. So I think that it's a community with a big heart and high expectations. And I think that that combination is what is pushing us to deliver more.
Perfect. And to finish, how does Playson as a company overcome a challenge of community diversity to enable long-term partnerships?
I think the key is that Playson is not acting just like a supplier. We are acting like a community builder. Latin America is very diverse, so you really have to find this personal touch with every partner from every different market. And this is why we launch our Playson and Rewards, which is already running this quarter, and we are going to have the results in February next year. And we are also bringing our Playson and Friends, which is another very successful initiative we have in Europe, and we are going to do it end of the year as well in Brazil. And these initiatives are always helping us to connect with the partners on a deeper level, not only through strong performance, but we also share the experiences and we keep building this trust. And what we are doing there is like we are creating a space where we can listen to the customers. We can also celebrate wins together and also to understand each other's culture. And this is how we are improving our long-term collaboration. So in the end, diversity becomes an advantage and not a challenge.
Perfect. So I talked to Cristhian Zito, head of Latin America at Playson, and thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your insights.
Thank you so much, Tatiana. It was a pleasure.